more can I say?
Top Billin.
Man, Pete Carroll and John Schneider, they don't know what the hell they doing. They over there playing footsie and grab ass all the time. They can't run an NFL franchise. They need to retire. Now, how did that work out for people with that particular sentiment? Not that well, because this damn draft haul that the Seahawks got was incredible. Man, this is how you know you have a great franchise as far as the execs and personnel people go. People never seem to be right with what Seattle is going to do. Now, I said in the lead up to this draft that taking one of these quarterbacks at the number 9 slot is asinine. If anything, these guys have late first round to second round to third round and beyond grades. This is not your prototypical tried and true quarterback haul or quarterback selection. With that being said, I also was like, there's no way in hell you can't get yourself a line of scrimmage player coming in the number 9 pick. When they've got that number 9 pick, I'm like, oh, man, this is the perfect draft for the Seattle Seahawks because they need to retool along the line of scrimmage. Don't worry about a quarterback right now. Next year is the year with all the franchise quarterbacks. And even beyond then, you got guys that, let's just say, if Seattle does very well and if they do very well, you got a quarterback in Drew Locke who will start off just like the guys in this particular quarterback draft. He's a second-round pick, highly thought of kind of cat, but he's one of these guys that if he was in the draft with Trevor Lawrence and all those guys like that, he would be thought of as probably that next tier. These guys are next tier guys. They just didn't have that upper tier, though they didn't have those upper tier guys with them. You get what I'm saying? So taking some bottom tier or mid tier type guys and bringing them into the top 10 is ludicrous. Great franchises don't do that. I had a feeling that Seattle would not do that, and they went even beyond that. Somehow, Charles Cross ends up at the number 9 pick, and Seattle gets what? They get Charles Cross with the number 9 pick, easily a top 5 talent. That man is incredible. And you talk about a guy who took a lot of pass reps. I'm going to do a little bit of a film study here. That's all his film study is. It's just pass rep after pass rep against elite defenses after elite defenses. Charles Cross is that dude. Absolutely perfect for Seattle and what it needs. You get Abraham Lucas as well, right, from Washington State, from the same type system. All these guys have a ton of experience from pass pro. We'll see what that run game is like. Obviously, I believe these guys can run the ball as well as far as the run game goes. But then you get freaking Kenneth Walker. In my opinion, the best running back in this draft. You get the best running back in the draft. You get a guy who's arguably, right, the number 1B or number 2 best tackle in the draft. You get an underrated tackle, a Washington State tackle, Abraham Lucas. Then turn around, right, and you get the Thorpe Award winner and Kobe Bryant. What? And these guys can't do their job. They need to retire. And then you get the 4.26 cat, right? He could be a project. He could be whatever like this and switch from the offensive side of the ball to the defensive side of the ball. And you get him with a franchise that has been known to kind of help guys like that in their development. Sky's the limit, baby. Come on. What are we doing here? These guys know what the hell they're doing, and they proved that. And a lot of other teams proved that, too, by passing on these quarterbacks in this draft when a lot of people were saying that they should take them. The NFL will let you know what they think about certain talents, and this quarterback class was not that. Now, it could eventually be that, right? Your draft slotting does not determine your career. These guys can end up being good, but if you're going by your evaluation standpoint, you have to stand on a grade that you give somebody. You don't just put somebody in the top 10 and be like one of these loony-ass people, right? It was a Seattle fan, straight loony, was comparing Malik Willis to Patrick Mahomes. I'm like, I don't see the correlation. That shit makes no sense to me. That's how you trick yourself into taking a guy who you will probably have in a draft class that has Trevor Lawrence and all those guys that they had right there. He would be like the 6th. He's Jalen Hurts. I said it. He is Jalen Hurts. Was Jalen Hurts a first-round pick? And he was in the draft, too, that had some franchise quarterbacks with Justin Herbert and those guys. Same shit. You don't put a guy like that in the top 10. You go by your draft grade. But, man, Man, let's get to some Charles Cross. I'm excited for you guys on this one. As always, make sure you're a subscriber. Lurkers don't count around here, man. You have to make it count. Hit that subscribe button. I know you're watching anyway. 70% of you guys are watching without being subscribed, so hit that subscribe button and make it count. And also, make sure you're a quality support sender. Send in that quality support so we can keep this train rolling. I know you guys love Top Billin. I keep you guys informed and entertained. So make sure we can keep the lights on here and keep this equipment working well. All right? Now listen, Charles Cross, absolutely perfect. I done seen this man play so much football. I remember when he was committed to FSU, and then he kind of flipped on them at the last moment and went with Mississippi State. It turned out well for him, obviously. You got my man right here, faced Alabama about 1,000 times, it seems like. And you see him going against LeBron Ray right here. Look at this rep. Oh. What are we doing here, baby? You see this? You talk about mirroring. Talking about somebody, look. He decreases the space right now to force LeBron Ray to try to, at the very least, go to the outside right there. LeBron Ray probably shouldn't be going to the outside. But look, he forced the man to do what he wanted him to do. Gave him that lane right there, and then boom, met him. Look at the perfect technique here. Bending at the knees. That's what he's going to do. He's a technician. That's what he does. He's the technician of the group. Bending at the knees right there. Look at that long extension, and then just starts to mirror. It's like basketball. My man's got his hands out. He's going parallel. This shit is almost like the tango. Like, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Just following my man all around like the tango, like that one movie with Antonio Banderas. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's check it again in full speed right here. Oh, you see the foot energy at the beginning? That's how you know when you're a technician there. Look at the feet firing. You see the feet? He's ready. Feet firing, he's ready to go, ready to meet that right there. LeBron Ray, a powerful kid as well, so he tries to turn the corner and kind of square it up as well. Nothing doing there. He has to try to do anything left. Now look at that. Look at that, man. That is a technique. You talking about keeping your feet parallel to the defender and continuing to shuffle. A lot of people will get lost on the back end of that rep because they will stop moving their feet and they think the play is over. I've seen it time and time again. Another thing that I love about Charles Cross is the fact that you can rarely get this man on stunts and loops. Now, this is a long developing rap right here. You're going to see Will Anderson, right? Perhaps the #1 overall pick next year, or a top 5 pick at the very least. That man's coming all the way around here on this loop. And then you'll get, I can't tell who that is as of right now, coming on an inside approach right here. However, you see my man stand parallel with him. He continues to work. And then on that delayed, he's able to still see Will Anderson, albeit a little bit late, but he still has that FEMA mode, right? His recoverability is phenomenal. And you can see this right here on this rep. See right here? They'll get you. Look at that. Ran Will Smith's ass to the concession stand. You can see it coming right here. Now, this is a long developing play right here that they're trying to lull you to sleep. You can see him still working on this technique. He's always parallel. Looking at sink them mud hooks in. They got that double going on right there. Then he's like, oh, hell no. Badass little children. Get on out the house. He pushes this Will Anderson's bad. He pushes him out the house. And look at that. Able to keep his quarterback clean. Quarterback would probably got the ball around anyway. But however, he had to keep the ball a little bit longer. Looks like Charles Cross had his back. Was able to push Will Anderson out the way. Tell me this doesn't look just like the first play right here with the tango. Come on, man. This is called repetition. Look at this. The same exact deal. The same exact deal. Get out into that kick step phase. Great base width here. Bending at the knees. Being first with the hands here, but not being too overly aggressive with the hands. Look where the hand placement is right here on the upper part of the chest. LeBron Ray trying to lean into it. Then he tries to pull reverse. He tries to reverse course pull the ripcord there. And look at the switch. Look at the hip flip. Damn near like a cornerback. Flip those hips. Look at the wide base width here. Strong through the core. Shuffles his feet. Blaya. I love me some damn great trench work. Give me a salute if you love trench work and you're not out there talking about receivers all day and quarterbacks. One more again. Oh, my God. Come on, man. There's no way you didn't have Pete Carroll and John Schneider watching that particular rep right there and like, Moji eye. Well, here's another top 5 pick from Alabama in the future. This one, 2 drafts from now, Dallas Turner. And this kid has incredible athleticism and explosiveness. And he can't even turn the corner on Charles Cross. Look at that. I love this one right here. Deep, quick set on him. Great base width. Look at the spacing here. He's ready for a 50-50 approach. If Dallas Turner wanted to try to bang this to the inside, he's ready for it. He's going to turn and flip those hips like we seen. Stay parallel to the man, but he continues to work. Gets his hands on the outside there. Sinks those mud hooks in. And Dallas Turner's like, oh, shit. Struggling. Puts him in struggle mode. Look at that. Nothing to it but to do it, baby. One more time out there like that. Love his kick steps, man. Great spacing on those quick steps. Choppy feet. If you're taking these long-ass kick steps, it'd be hard for you to counter somebody, but he's taking the shorter, choppier versions there, and he understands how to continue to bend. And now look at that. Leaning like Smooth Criminal on him. Meeting that inertia. Long arms of the law that there. That's why this man is a top 10 pick. Could have been a top 5 pick. Seattle doing the damn thing in the draft, baby. Now look at the amount of bodies that Alabama can throw at him. The different amount of 4- and 5-star players there. This time on this an actual run play, right? This time on this rocket toss here, you can see him angling off, and then you can see him get his power on right here against. I want to say this is Byron Young. Yeah, it's Byron Young. Look at that. Come on. He made Byron Young be like, yeah, I didn't really want to go anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you there. I just kind of wanted to stay here. Look at this. Angles off on him and then just continues to work and drive. That's just mano-y-mano right there. That's man-to-man combat, and Young is not going anywhere. Might as well pull out a Snickers. That man's still there in the damn play, way over here. Look at this. Stuck. Absolutely stuck. Dude, if you one of them people and you saw Charles Cross come across that screen and you was all mad, please block yourself from my channel. Hit don't recommend. You have to be I can't say that word. Ooh, almost got in trouble there. Once again, picking up the loop, this time across from Chris Allen, who's going to end up being the hammer. You have Phidarian Mathis this time coming as the nail. And you can see the juxtaposition with what's going on the other side here as well. You get Will Anderson coming. Actually, he comes about right here and is able to get the quarterback, and the center is unable to perform in his duties. Check this out. Great work over there by Charles Cross. Charles Cross gets out. Look at that. He gets out and immediately recognizes this man sticking his foot in the ground and checks for the inside right there, and then meets Phidarian Mathis, and then immediately gets to the technician part of his game. I think he has the best technique out of anybody out there. Look at that. Look at the bend. And then he's not fat. Like, you get a lot of these guys that are exterior linemen that have these big guts and everything. Charles Cross is very lean with it. Very much like a Tyron Smith, if you know him. Very good right there. But look over here. You can see the inability to pick up a loop over here. Got the 3-man weave going on. The center gets way too far inside, and by the time he's able to recover, he can't even get a hand on. It is Will Anderson, though, but he couldn't even get a hand on Will Anderson. Quarterback, True Green Kimlon. All right, same deal once again. Throwing more bodies out here. This time Christian Harris is coming around here. All these players are drafted players. Alabama with all these you see why they win all these damn games. Nothing but 5-star recruits. Nothing but guys who can absolutely play. Check this out. Tried to get him again, and look at the recoverability on this one to go ahead and run him out to play. And he's still working. He's traveled with him all the way over. That's what you call continuing to move your feet. Chris Allen immediately bends it to the inside. He checks that off right there. Christian Harris, obviously faster than most edge players. The guy can run. He's an inside linebacker, but he still is able to recovery on that FEMA mode and run his ass all the way to the concession stand. All right, so there you go, man. I forgot to mention them boys got Boye Mafe as well from Minnesota, the edge player. Ooh, that made me think about that with the edge right there. That man be coming screaming off that edge. Oh, man, some really good work right there, man. You talk about them boys on the rebuild mode, I don't think so. Hey, it's up to you, though, to determine what you think there. They're clearly not in the rebuild mode. They didn't even go after a quarterback in the draft. Come on, man. Got to keep it locked right here for your boy, a.k.a. the Underground King, a.k.a. the DMV King, Top Billin Sports, and I am out. I'll be back with some more on, I don't know, I'm going to pick one of these cats and come back with a little bit more. All right, salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.